You must have heard a lot about thrillers. So what is it exactly? Thriller movies are different from horror movies. First of all, both genres give the audience a sense of fear, maybe a little obsessive. Thriller is primarily about people with psychological illnesses who should act like killing, torturing each other. White horrors is films about demons, about supernatural forces. How do you feel when watching a thriller movie? Does it make you thrilled? Does it leave you breathless? If there are some that make you reach the peak of your fear, they are definitely among the best of all. We are 10 tickers, and here's the list of top 5 thriller movies that absolutely make you thrilled streaming them. Let's count them down.
Disappeared 3 days ago. I had nothing to do.
You can't trust it.
Number 5, Memento, 2000.
You can question everything. You can never know anything for sure.
Memento is a 2000 American psychological thriller film directed by Christopher Nolan. It tells the story of Leonard Shelby, who one night wakes up to find his wife missing from the bed. When he goes looking for her, he interrupts a man in the process of sexually assaulting her in the bathroom. Leonard suffers a blow to the head which destroys his short-term memory. The last thing he remembers is his wife dying, and he is bent on revenge. Without a short-term memory to guide him, Leonard relies on Polaroid, notes, and daily tattoos to assist him in closing in on his wife's killer.
Investigating yourself.
Who is he?
It was acclaimed by critics who praised its nonlinear narrative structure and motives of memory, perception, grief, and self-deception, and earned $39.7 million over a $9 million budget.
Come on, let's go down to the basement. Let's go down, you and me.
Injection.
Number 4, Gone Girl, 2014. On the day of his 5th wedding anniversary, Nick Dunn faces a shock. His wife, Amy, has gone missing. Cops descend upon the Dunn's Missouri subdivision to help find her, but all the evidence are against Nick, who hasn't exactly been an ideal husband. But Amy hasn't always been the perfect wife either. Nick has his sister, Margot, on his side, and soon encounters a lawyer famous for defending the indefensible. Everyone, including Nick, who's desperate to clear his name, wants to know, where is Amy?
This man of mine may kill me.
What about my son?
Gone Girl made a profit of $129.99 million, making it one of the most profitable films of 2014. It also received positive reviews from critics, with Pike's Amy performance in particular earning praise. Music, background, and character emotion contribute to the success of the movie. Behind the eyes of each character, there are hidden feelings and confusing emotions. Each sentence, each gesture gives people a feeling of anxiety and insecurity. We can trust nobody.
Whoever took her is bound to bring her back.
Wife?
Man of my dreams. This man of mine.
Number 3, The Departed, 2006. The Departed is a remake of the 2002 Hong Kong film Infernal Affairs. The movie centers on two moles working at cross purposes while using similar methods, that is, tipping off their superiors to their opponents' plans via cell phones. Colin makes his way through the ranks of Massachusetts state troopers while spying for flamboyant Irish master Frank Costello. In turn, Captain Queenan and Nish's Sergeant Dignam, a very entertaining Mark Wahlberg, recruit their own mole, Billy, whose family background is filled with gangsters and crooks, to infiltrate Frank's crew. A major theme of The Departed is considered as one of the oldest in drama. The concept of identity and how it affects one's actions, emotions, self-assurance, and even dreams. The film appeared on many critics' top 10 lists of the best films of 2006, and it is also awarded 4 stars out of 4, praising it as an American epic tragedy by many online critics. Number 2, The Sixth Sense, 1999. The film tells the story of Cole Sear, a boy who is able to see and talk to the dead, and Malcolm Crowe, a child psychologist who tries to help him. At first, Malcolm thinks this is a symptom of deep psychological disturbance. But then he comes to believe that Cole really does see the spirits of people who have died, and he must find a way to make that experience less terrifying for him.
Very rare people who can see them. So you need to help them.
The movie description till here doesn't sound as interesting or thrilling as expected. Well, it's because the director saved the best for the last. The film ends with a surprise yet convincing ending to the audience. We have to go, wow, when watching the end of the movie. The Sixth Sense has received numerous awards and nominations, as well as positive reviews. It was the second highest grossing film of 1999, taking about $293 million in the US and $379 million in other markets. Number 1, Black Swan, 2010. Nina Sayers leaves for ballet. She is a beautiful but joyless dancer who's both afraid to fail and afraid to succeed. Her mother, a former dancer, worries that the pressure will break Nina. One manipulative genius choreographer, Thomas, plucks Nina from the corpse and gives her the role of the Black Swan in Swan Lake. Nina can almost taste triumph, but immediately it gives her more pressure to deal with, especially after the arrival of a new dancer, Lily, played by Mila Kunis. Worse, Nina's demons, the drive to purge, the need to hurt, and more are coming alive. Through the movie, we see the process of molting and fighting of an artist. The whole film revolves around the story of Nina fighting with herself and her inner struggle. However, writers have found the perfect metaphor, the black swan and the white swan, the good and bad part of every human being, immersed in the music of the ballet Swan Lake. The film does not lack dreamy scenes, beautiful scenes with bright colors. Besides the feeling of insecurity, fear, execution, and use of blood and scratches is successful in making the audience scared. The film upon release was a critical and commercial success. Critics praised Portman's performance and Aronofsky's direction, while the film grossed over $329 million worldwide. Here's top 5 thriller movies Tentakers recommend to you guys. How many of them have you watched? Do you have any good ones to suggest us or others? Comments right below.